See, in metamerism or metamers, what are metamers? Metamers means the isomers are having same functional group. Isomers are having same functional group. ठीक? They are having same functional group, same molecular formula because they are isomers, but they have a different alkyl group either side of a functional group, either side of function. So the point is they have a same functional group. Same molecular formula is anyway okay because we are discussing isomers. They have same functional group. Functional group is same, but they have different alkyl group either side of the function. The meaning is your functional group should be bivalent or trivalent or multivalent because we are discussing either side. The functional group should not be monovalent. Otherwise, you can't have both two sides, na? So we are discussing either side of the functional group. It means functional group should be bivalent. Bivalent means it can be ether, it can be ketone, it can be secondary amine, can be tertiary amine, that can be ester, that can be acid anhydride, that can be sulfonic ester like sulfonic. So they can be like anyone out of this list, but they should be bivalent or polyvalent. Then only we can say either side, right? Means monovalent OH, CHO, COOH, primary amine, these SO3H, they can never show metamerism because we don't have two sides, na? These are monovalent functional group. So metamerism, the prior condition is functional group should be same and different alkyl group either side of the functional group. Either side means these two sides, either side, either side, either side, either side, but these are monovalent. So monovalent functional group won't show metamerism. First important thing, I am giving you first example like C4H10O. I am giving first example of metamerism. Like we have this, second is, this one is first part of this, second is this, and the third is this. See, all these three are showing the same molecular formula C4H10O. All are having same functional group ether, 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 but they have different alkyl group. If I see first example, this side we have methyl, that side we have propyl. But in the second, this side methyl is now replaced by ethyl and this propyl is replaced by ethyl. Either side alkyl group has been changed. If I see for third case, suppose ethyl, now we have methyl and here we have ethyl, but right now we have isopropyl. It means same formula, same functional group, but either side alkyl groups are changing. So they are showing a metamerism. They all are metamers of each other, right? That was only our definition, ki same functional group but different alkyl group either side of functional group. And when we are discussing the term, this is the key word, either side. It means our functional group must have minimum two sides. It should be bivalent or it should be polyvalent, but monovalent functional group won't show metamerism, right? Suppose if I have B case C5H10O, I am writing example here, one methyl and this side propyl. Second case ethyl and ethyl. Third case, here we have methyl, that side we have isopropyl. Again you check, same molecular formula, same functional group, but either side alkyl groups is continuously changing. Methyl propyl, ethyl ethyl, methyl and isopropyl. It means they all are metamers of each other. Suppose the third C1 is C4H10NH. What I am writing here, this one is a secondary amine. next NH, and third one is C. These all three are again having the same molecular formula, same functional group, secondary amine, secondary amine, secondary amine. But first one is having methyl and propyl, ethyl and ethyl, methyl and isopropyl. It means either side we have different functional groups. It means they are again metamers. So metamer definition is right now, it's very simple. The same functional group but different alkyl group either side of the functional group. If you change the functional group now, they won't show metamerism, then they will show functional isomerism. So functional group must remain the same during metamerism. This is metamerism, right? So now we have finished our structural isomers chain, position, functional and meta. Tautomerism will discuss after resonance actually. So right now I am discussing how to calculate structural isomers, right? I am telling you one basic thing here. Suppose if you have CnH2n, that is formula of alkene, right? CnH2n is representing alkene, and if I replace one pi bond, I can replace pi bond by cyclic structure. So another structure using the same molecular formula is cycloalkene. It means alkene or cycloalkene, both will show the same, both will follow the same molecular formula. Alkene replacement is a cyclic alkene, right? Suppose if I have CnH2n minus 2, this is the presentation of alkyne, right? Alkyne means triple bond, it means 2 pi bond. When we have a 2 pi bond, means like suppose it is like this, when I have a 2 pi bond like this, then another possibility of this alkyne can be just shift this pi bond another side. It means we may have a dienes that can be like this double bond here, one double bond here. So the alkyne, another possibility is a diene. Next, if 1 pi convert into ring, but 1 pi remains as it is, that is called as cycloalkene. I already told na, alkene replacement is a cycle. Suppose I have this, suppose alkene, and if I write cyclopropane, the both will follow the same molecular formula. Same, in the same manner we have alkyne, it means 2 pi bond. If I split 2 pi bond separately, then I'll get a diene. If 1 pi convert into ring but 1 pi remains as it is, I will get a cycloalkene. 1 pi as it is and 1 pi convert into ring. Or if one more pi also replace, we can get bicyclo. It means I can get this. Now both pi replaced into like 2 rings. Now we are getting bicyclo. Or if suppose more number of carbon, suppose if you have, we may get spiro also. If number of carbon is allowing, we can get spiro also. The meaning, just try to get the meaning. Alkene, if 1 pi bond convert itself into cycloalkene, then alkene and cycloalkene both will follow the same formula. It means 1 pi replacement is cyclic. Here we have alkyne, it means 2 pi bond. If I split both pi bonds separately, I'll get a diene. If 1 pi convert to ring and 1 pi remains as it is, we'll get cycloalkene. If both pi replace, we'll get either bicyclo or spiro. Next thing is CnH2n plus 2 and O. CnH2n plus 2 is representing the alkene, single bond and O. CnH2n plus 2 is a presentation of alkene. Alkene means a single bond and having one oxygen. It means a single bond oxygen can come only in 2 cases, either alcohol or ether. See, single bond with oxygen. Suppose if I have CnH2n oxygen, this is the presentation of a double bond with oxygen. If double bond and oxygen present together, we'll get answer either aldehyde or we can get or ketone. If double bond separate and oxygen separate, we may get unsaturated alcohol. We may get unsaturated alcohol. With double bond, this is the presentation of double bond. This is oxygen. If double and O present together, that can be aldehyde, that can be ketone. Double bond separate, oxygen separate, that can be unsaturated alcohol. Or double bond separate, oxygen separate, that can be unsaturated ether. If double bond convert to ring and oxygen remains as it is, we can get cyclic alcohol or we can get cyclic ether. Double, you got? So CnH2n is presenting the double bond, and we have oxygen. Double and oxygen together means aldehyde or ketone. Double separate, oxygen separate, unsaturated alcohol. Double separate, oxygen separate, that can be unsaturated ether. Double change to ring, then cyclic alcohol. Double change to ring, cyclic ether. So there are many, just by seeing formula we can decide how many possibilities are there. Suppose if they give CnH2nO2, the meaning is CnH2n is double bond, but we have two oxygen, so only one oxygen can come with a double bond, other will come like a single bond. That is possible in one oxygen. We have only one double bond, but oxygen we have two. So one double bond can come with one oxygen, other oxygen will come like a single bond, that can be carboxylic acid. One oxygen with a double bond, other with a single bond, that can be ester. So that is the presentation of carboxylic acid and ester. Suppose the last one is CnH2n plus 3n. That is the presentation of all three amines, 1 degree, 2 degree and 3 degree amines. That is a presentation of 1 degree amine, 2 degree. All amine follow the same presentation, 1 degree, 2 degree or 3 degree. All amine follow the same presentation, so CnH2n plus 3n. This is one basic chart. By this chart we may get idea what kind of structure we should write if any formula is given. Again I am telling you, CnH2n is presentation of alkene. If one pi convert itself into ring, then we may get cycloalkene. Here we have CnH2n minus 2, that is alkyne. Alkyne means triple bond. If I split both pi bond, I may get a diene. If one pi bond convert into ring, but one remains as it is, we'll get a cycloalkene. Both pi convert into ring, then either bicyclo or spiro depending on number of carbons. Suppose CnH2n plus 2O. This part is presenting single bond, it means alkane, and here we have oxygen. Single bond O will come in alcohol and in ether. It means this formula will present alcohol or ether. CnH2nO, that part is presenting double bond, alkene. Here we have O. If double and O together present, then that can be aldehyde or ketone. If double separate, oxygen separate, that can be unsaturated alcohol. Double separate, oxygen separate, that can be unsaturated ether. Double convert itself into the ring, and O separate, that can be cyclic alcohol or cyclic ether. Double bond 1, but oxygen 2. So only one oxygen can come with a double bond, other will come with a single bond. That can be carboxylic acid or that can be ester. CnH2n plus 3n, this formula will be followed by all three amines, 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree. So that chart is presenting alkyne functional isomer can be diene. Alcohol